My name is Monima Tikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So let's talk about uNxumalo and his cross-examination of O General Lishebane because Sana. Oh my God. You know, uNxumalo Kesana is a black mamba. He's always with his poison. All right, the black mamba poison. Yes. When we call him black mamba, okay, guys, we don't mean to insult him. It's actually a compliment. We are complimenting him because, damn, the things that he does when he finally speaks, Nxumalo does not always have questions for witnesses, and Nxumalo does not speak unless it's necessary. And when Nxumalo speaks and says, I've got questions, you must know it's about to go down. So let's go and find out what went down between him and Lishebane, and what did Nxumalo find out? Because Sana, what happened in this cross-examination is not just questioning, it's controlled dismantling. Nxumalo isn't trying to win an argument, he's trying to collapse reliability. Let's break it the way it actually plays out in court. Number one, Nxumalo's core strategy: block, contradict, collapse. That's what he always does. Advocate Nxumalo's style is methodical. He locks the witness into a version, then introduces prior statements or external facts, then exposes inconsistencies of uZungu through Lishebane once again. All right. Now, with General Lishebane, the focus was who said what, Zungu versus others, whether pressure to fabricate statements existed, whether Lishebane is repeating first-hand truth or second-hand hearsay. So Nxumalo was making sure ukuthi everything is on record and properly so. And he was ironing out whatever else that Ramasipile has left behind. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Now, this is critical. Once a witness becomes hearsay dependent, their weight drops sharply. But Nxumalo made sure ukuthi ubaba sticks to what ubaba knows. Secondly, the Zungu angle, pressure allegations. Nxumalo drives one dangerous line. Did Constable Zungu complain about being pressured to write a false statement? If Lishebane confirms, it suggests internal self-condemnation, and that's exactly what happened. It indirectly implicates figures like Brigadier Gininda. He is always on the news for the wrong reasons. I don't remember him being out there for good reasons. Now, General did not hesitate or contradict. He does not even look unreliable or worse. He is not even protective of any narrative. He is telling the truth that he knows. Either way, Nxumalo wins ground because General is here and he's not here to play. Thirdly, first-hand versus second-hand knowledge. This is when Nxumalo quietly tightens the trap. He probes, were you present? Who told you this? What exactly, when exactly did this happen? And this is the danger for Zungu through Lishebane, because Lishebane is telling you the things that he knows. And Lishebane, when he was not present, he does say, I was not present. And now, on those issues when he was not present, he's just telling us what he was told by uZungu. Now, in legal terms, Nxumalo is attacking probative value of everything that was happening between Lishebane and Zungu. Now, there was also something else, the timeline pressure. Nxumalo often slices testimony into time segments. 2014 to 2017, original story that we know inside the courtroom. 2019, the interactions of Lishebane and Zungu. 2023, the shocking statements from Zungu on 31st May 2023. Why? Because contradictions hide in time gaps. So if Lishebane maximizes timeline or blends separate events, Nxumalo exposes it as constructed narrative, not lived experience. So now, that's what Lishebane assisted us with, because Lishebane told the truth of what Zungu said to him. Now uZungu got exposed with those timeline gaps, because what the hell? What the hell, Sanalab? Now, hidden objective Nxumalo undermining the state's foundation of their case through Lishebane's testimony. Now, this cross isn't about Lishebane alone or what he knows, etc. It's about weakening the credibility of SEP's witnesses, but not Lishebane. the integrity of the statements, but not Kalishebane, the reliability of the investigation, which ultimately hits the state led by Advocate Baloyi. Because if statements are pressured, witnesses contradict each other, which is exactly what happened through the state case when they were leading their witnesses. And Unqumalo was here for it, not bit by bit. He came for all of it, and destroyed everything. He destroyed everything. Then the entire case risks being seen as manufactured rather than investigated, which is exactly what Ngomezulu said before he passed away. He said it from late 2023 up until the entire 2024 as he was alive, because he died 10th December 2024. What Nxumalo was really building. By the end of his cross-examination, Nxumalo had laid down groundwork for argument on admissibility, tainted statements, also reasonable doubt, which is sitting Zava in that courtroom and in that case of the state. A possible system misconduct narrative. Well, Gininda, I've been calling your name. And your team, yes. Now, all of that links directly to the bigger pattern. Evidence was created, not discovered. That is what Nxumalo successfully showed. Also, now the real courtroom impact. If the judge, Bratamu Khwahleng, accepts even part of Nxumalo's cross-examination, Lishebane's evidence becomes one of the most successful evidence that has helped the defense case. Zungu's reliability becomes questionable to the core. Pressure allegations gain legal relevance, because why is everyone complaining about you? Why is Zungu making all these lies, making up all these lies? Why is Zungu a liar? And Gininda, you are involved. And the only time Zungu does a statement is only May 2023. Catching? And that's where things get dangerous for the state, Kengu. The cross-examination wasn't loud of Nxumalo, it was surgical. Nxumalo didn't try to destroy Ulishebane emotionally. He understood the man. He understood what he was there for. He understood why he was doing what he was doing. He tried to make his evidence usable to the core. Use everything, Kalishebane. That's what Nxumalo did there. And now, in a trial like this, that's far more powerful than anything else. So I appreciate Nxumalo. I appreciate everything that he has done. I appreciate how Nxumalo made sure Ukuthi Ulishebane is relaxed. He even told him to relax. Relax, my brother. Relax, Papa. Relax. Because all we needed from Ulishebane was to expose Uzungu, not just expose Uzungu, expose how the entire lie of these guys that are sitting here arrested started. That's what Ulishebane has done for the defense case. And if you refuse to see what this is about, well, we can't help you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We can't help you. Anyway, what are your thoughts when it comes to this? Because this was exclusive. That was Nxumalo for you. And he is done. Today we are waiting on Umshololo. What are your thoughts? I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. I will see you on our next video. Bye-bye.